Hello everyone, this is Krishna Gopal Sharma, lecturer, Mechanical Department of Pravin Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Today we will discuss about renewable energy technologies, which is a subject in 6th semester of Diploma Engineering. On today's session, we will discuss about the unit number 2, which is a solar photovoltaic system. In this unit, we will discuss about the types of solar photovoltaic cells. So, the broadly solar cells are classified as crystalline silicon solar cells, either monosilicon or polysilicon, or water solar cells, amorphous silicon cells, thin film solar cells. So, organic PV cells, these use organic electronic conductive polymer or small molecules for light absorption and electric charge transport. These have low efficiency, low stability and strength. These are still in R&D stage. Other cells include gallium, arsenide, germanium solar cells, hybrid solar cells, etc. These are further classified as monocrystalline silicon cells, polycrystalline silicon cells, ribbon silicon cells. So, monocrystalline silicon cells, these crystals have high ordered and molecular structure. These are made from silicon ingots having cylindrical shape. This ingot is sliced into silicon wafers and of 300 thickness cell into single crystalline silicon cells. These cells can be easily recognized by their even coloring and uniform look. Advantages of monocrystalline silicon cells. These have high efficiency in the range of 15% to 20%. Their life is long, it can have life up to 25 years. Sometimes they are made by the processes of crystalline growing. By the process of converting the polycrystalline silicons, its performance is relatively better even in cloudy conditions. Space requirement is low since they yield the highest power output. Disadvantages are it is complex and costly to produce. System fails in solar panel is covered by snow, dust or shade. Efficiency of the monocrystalline solar panels reduces if the temperature of panel increases. Polycrystalline silicon cells. Polysilicon can be obtained into thin ribbons drawn from the raw silicon, melted and poured into a mold. These are cooled very slowly to obtain large sized crystals. The polycrystalline silicon cells have intergrain boundaries within the cell. Advantages are production of these cells is less complex compared to single crystal cell. It is cheaper. It has slightly lower operational efficiency compared to single crystalline cell at high temperatures of panel. Disadvantages are its efficiency is low. It is in the range of 13% to 16%. Life is less, then they also requires more space due to lower output compared to monocrystalline cells. Now let's see ribbon silicon cells. Ribbon silicon cells are produced from polycrystalline silicon material by pulling the temperature resistance wires through molten silicon. Advantage is that it is less costly since less amount of silicon is needed. Disadvantage is that it needs large amount of energy for their production. Efficiency is low, that is 12% to 14%, and they also requires more space compared to monocrystalline cells. Now let's see amorphous silicon cells. Amorphous silicon is an alloy of silicon and hydrogen. It is represented by symbol SiH. It is manufactured by pushing an electric discharge through the silane gas and hydrogen with dope under vacuum. The silane gas dissociates and a thin layer of amorphous silicon deposits. The efficiency of amorphous solar cell is about 8% to 10%. It degrades with exposure to sunlight, but their cost of production is much lower compared to polycrystalline silicon. These cells are suitable for small scale applications like pocket calculators, watches, etc. Thin film solar cells, that is TFSC. Thin film solar cells are produced by depositing one or more thin layer of photovoltaic materials onto a substrate. Photovoltaic materials deposit are like cadmium, telluride, amorphous silicon, cadmium sulfide, gallium arsenide. These cells have operating efficiency in the range of 9% to 11%. Advantages and disadvantages of thin film solar cells are their mass production is easy. It results into lower cost. These can be made flexible. Performance of solar panels is not much affected by high temperature and shading. These are homogeneous in appearance, requires more space for same output due to lower efficiency. These are not suitable for rooftop residential applications since it needs almost 3 to 4 times the space compared to monocrystalline solar panels. Cost of supporting structures is high since requires more space. Life of the thin film solar cells panels is less since they tend to degrade faster. That's all in this session. Thank you all.